and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. You know what I'm saying? I'm joined by my friend, my companion, my duo, my partner in crime, a staple to the Call of Duty scene. It's the one, the only, Benjay Nassim.
Thanks, Tom.
Let's get a win in the chat. Let's get a win in the chat, folks. The one and only, guys. Come on. Look, it's fucking Ben.
Tom, I'm going to ask the question that everybody else is asking. Are you feeling okay? Is there anything I can do? What's
I can't
the
breathe,
situation?
Ben. Okay, so this is what fucking happened, man. I don't know if I told the story on the last episode. Did I tell the story? I don't remember.
No, that's why when you tweeted that out, I was like, what the fuck?
All right. Okay, this is what happened, man. Okay, so New York sent over a Sprinter van, like one of those Mercedes, like Sprinter vans, like those black trucks, to go over to West Point up in New York. It's like a college, army base type thing.
Yeah, I've been there. It's a nice campus.
Yeah, to go film some content with some of the soldiers and some of the guys over there. Awesome people, man. I had an absolute blast over there at West Point. But it's 5 a.m. The truck comes at 5 a.m. So, you know, I'm a fucking zombie. I'm getting up. I was streaming the night before. The Sprinter van, I was the first one to get picked up. So they picked me up. I walk in. I say to the driver, I say, oh, how you doing? What's going on? He says, what's up? I start zombie walking to the back of the van. Like, I'm tired as fuck, bro. I don't even know what's going on. My eyes are half closed. This stupid piece of shit floors the fucking thing. Before I even sat down, I was still walking to the back of the truck. I jolt forward, like he literally floored the fucking thing. I jolted forward. There was a chair with a seatbelt holder on top of the chair that was metal. Like it was a hard seatbelt holder. Like the seatbelt came out of this fucking holder.
It's a van. It's not the flexible one.
It's a van. And I fucking jolted forward. I hit my rib cage onto the seatbelt holder, like really hard. And keep in mind, when you're tired, I was going through it. I wasn't ready for it. It caught me off guard. So I fucking hit the thing. I immediately lost air. I couldn't fucking breathe. I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't fucking breathe. I look at the fucking driver. I said, oh, asshole, what the fuck are you doing? You can't wait till I sit the fuck down? He said, my bad. He apologized, whatever. I sat down, and I just had such a bad pain there, like a bad pain. And then I woke up.
Bruised your rib.
And then I woke up the next morning. I couldn't even get up. I couldn't get out of bed. I went to go get up. I went to go get out of bed. I said, "Ay!" I couldn't get up. I was like, what the fuck? I had to roll out of bed, and next thing I know, I can't breathe. Like, I'm trying to take breaths, and I can't breathe. Like, I feel like I'm grasping for air. Like, I can't fucking breathe. So, I was worried that I might have fractured a rib. I was looking up a bruised rib. Apparently, bruised ribs are very painful. It's difficult to breathe.
They're really painful, yeah.
So I'm sitting here. I can't fucking breathe. I ended up not going yesterday. I didn't go to the doctor or anything. I didn't get it checked out. I woke up today and it was worse. I said, bro, what the fuck? I ended up going to the emergency room. I got my x-ray checked and they said it's just really inflamed, really bruised up. There could be a fracture, but you can't get all the ribs on an x-ray. Like apparently you can't see everything. So they said it could possibly be a fracture, but even if there is, there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to rest up. It could be anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks.
It's one of the worst fucking injuries because there's nothing you can do about it.
I want to go back. Tom, you said what when you tried getting out of bed? I couldn't quite catch that. What did you say?
I said, "Ay."
Okay.
That's what I said.
Sounded a little different this time around. I was just curious. I didn't quite catch it.
No, that's what I said. I try to get up, and I go, "Ay." That's what happened.
Yeah, it's not a...
And then the guy said, you know, it could be anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. I'm in pain right now. I mean, even just bouncing around, you know, I'm trying to give some energy. I just have a hard time breathing. That's what was worrying me. I wanted to make sure nothing was wrong with my lungs. So they were checking out my lungs and making sure everything was okay.
Very dangerous. So.
Yeah, right. So, you know, I got off the bus. I told the guy to go fuck himself. And now we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, you know, welcome to the flank, guys.
No yelling and no screaming out of you. We got it.
Listen, the doctor told me don't do anything for the next couple weeks. Make sure you're really resting up.
So much for that.
He said make sure you're resting up. Make sure you don't do anything too crazy. He said to watch your breathing because if there is a fracture, if I'm taking deep breaths, it can it can fuck it up even more. But I said, listen, the show must go on, Doc. I gotta get home because the show keeps on going. You know what I'm saying, Doc? He said just to be careful. You know, so I'm just being careful. Listen, I'm okay. I just think it's gonna take a little while to get better, you know. But you know, I'll be okay. I'll smoke the papaya tonight, and I'll chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying, Ben?
It's legal there in Jersey, so.
Yeah, now I just gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we got another episode of The Flank today, guys. We had 2 amazing matches. I think the matches today were a little bit better today.
Yeah, it's the best day of matches we've had in 2 weeks.
Yeah, best day of matches. And then we also have Anthony Zinni, a.k.a. Methods, one of the best to ever do it. Zitty! Zitty! How you doing, kid? Let's get some winnies in the chat. Let's start off the day hot. Make sure to drop some winnies.
No, finally.
I mean, finally. I mean, the matches have been dirt shit the last few days.
Yeah, absolute fucking garbage. I've never seen worse, quite frankly.
Yeah, well, thank God we were able to get some good ones today, and they kind of went how I expected. Actually, the first one is not how I expected. The first one caught me off guard a little bit, but honestly, we could get right into it. I got some questions up on Reddit again. We got another Q&A up on there, and you guys have asked some good questions. So we're probably gonna talk about that a little bit as well. We're gonna go through the Reddit, talk about questions. I thought that was a good thing we've been doing, man. The Reddit's been dropping some good questions. So we'll do that towards the end of the show. We'll give our predictions for tomorrow. I don't even know who's playing tomorrow, so I'll be seeing the schedule for the first time at the end of the show. We'll give our thoughts coming up. Just another weekend of COD, man. COD really is life over here. You know what I'm saying, on the flank. So let's get right into it. We're kicking things off with the Florida Mutineers going up against Dallas Empire. You got Crimsix, that fat bastard, trying to do what he can. He texted me at 5 a.m. last night and said, yo, are you trying to go LARPing? I said, LARPing? What the fuck is that? I said, what the fuck? It was 5 a.m. He goes, I got more gadgets. I have extra gadgets for you. I said, what the fuck does that mean?
No way, bro.
I said, what the fuck does that mean? Or not yesterday. It was 2 nights ago. Because I was going to say, he played today.
There's something wrong with that guy. What the fuck is LARPing?
I don't know. He's fucked. He's fucked in the head. I don't know what's wrong with this fucking guy. But
There's
listen.
seriously something not right up there.
Listen, he kicked things off today against the Florida Mutineers. And Florida, they came out on top, Ben.
I mean, the thing with this Florida team, and we've talked about it all year, is they're the one team in the league that can beat everybody on a given day. And more, we've seen that with Neptune kind of coming into form on this team. Got a big series from Skies today. Havoc had his moments. We obviously know what Big Way can do. But they can also lose to every team in the league, which we've seen as well. And I think today was one of those days where they capitalized on some mistakes that Dallas made. I think Florida ended up winning this series in just the map 4 I want to get to, because
we got to talk about this map 1.
Whatever the fuck happened, the end of this map 1 is nuts.
What's nuts is Dallas Empire cannot close a fucking hard point to save their lives.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that happened, because they have the team with Crim that plays a shot team makes, where you feel like they have some stability to go ahead and close out these games. But in both hard points today, you know, they made some decisions and the slaying didn't go their way, and they ended up kind of blowing some close maps here.
Guys, I turned him up. I turned Ben up all the way. So if he sounds good on my end, he's turned all the way up. I don't know. He sounds good to me.
So Dallas obviously threw some shit away, but Florida also played unreal, especially Havoc, right? I think Havoc was the overall kill leader for the entire series, and when he's playing like that, Florida becomes scary, because Florida obviously has potential to be one of the top teams, just not the most consistent, and Havoc is usually not the guy dropping the most kills in the lobby, right? So if he can keep that form, I think Florida gets scary, because I mean, Awakening, Skies, I mean, you know what they're going to do,
bring, yeah.
And then Neptune's been looking unbelievable as well.
This was the Neptune show. I mean, I want to watch the rest of this map out, because Neptune goes on I swear, 2, 3, 5, like 5 streaks. He goes right off at the end here.
Listen, man, this kid is big time, Ben. We've been talking about this kid the last 2 weeks. Every time they play, we always got Neptune's name in our mouths. This kid can play. He's good. He reminds me of another Shotzi kinda. You know, the way he uses his movement, the way he finesses. I don't even want to compare him to Shotzi. I want him to be Neptune. You know, he's been doing his thing, and I think he made a really big play here at the end. He hit the ledge slide on fucking Crimsix. He didn't know what the hell hit him. And then he popped 2 more kills after the fact. He was able to secure these spawns, and this is where Dallas threw this away. I mean, they can't allow that. They
were up 40, and they had the P2, so it should have been a wrap. And instead, you get broken, and now you're in a situation where the game's going to be tied going into P3. It's exactly the worst situation, considering that Dallas controlled P1, and then they got pinched by Florida that went through gold. So back-to-back kills with Dallas's setup is broken, and then we'll just go ahead and watch kind of how this situation plays out.
Florida has insane potential when it comes to making individual plays. They have so many playmakers on the team, and I feel like they're starting to have a better understanding of the game on when to make plays, the right and wrong time to take risk and make plays, and when to play disciplined and play together. And that's all it is. You know, over time, I feel like they're just getting better with that. And that just comes down to practice and reps and stuff like that. And when you have guys with this much talent, you know, it's really starting to show. I think the main thing that with Florida this year that I've always bitched about is, you know, the consistency. But if they can remain at this form, I mean, these guys are a scary team going into the last month of this game. I'll tell you that, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've started to see the growth of Florida over the last couple of stages. At the stage 4 lane, we saw some potential. We saw some nerves, but I think, we're going to see some variance in that first event. And now we're going to Major 5. This is an interesting group, man, that Florida's in here with Toronto and Dallas. And I won't be surprised when we see Florida play Toronto. If Florida could beat them and go ahead first in the group, that's not going to, mega shock me if that happens. Again, I think that we know the potential is there. We've been just waiting all year for them to kind of put it together.
Crimsix needs to stay down there. Rewind it.
Yeah.
He needs to relax here. He needs to stay on the car. He needs to just hold his lane. All they need to do is hold bus here because Florida can't do shit. Dallas has the bank control. They have the bus control. If Florida's trying to flood in through front, they're fucked. Krim gets a little overzealous. Instead of staying down on hill, he goes rogue. He pushes up. He ends up dying. They get the kill. Now Shotzi's trying to stay alive. You have Vivid and Shotzi who are sub players trying to stay alive at the bus. You have Florida that are pinching in now and picking up the cuts. They end up spawning one of the Dallas players out. I mean, they're able to just win this one by the skin of their fucking teeth at the end of the game. I mean, they let it go. Dallas let this one go.
That's what you said. Sorry, I'm not really shocked when Florida beats any team. I had Dallas as the favorites, but I feel like the potential of Florida is right up there with all the top teams.
Well, who was shocked?
I mean, Ben was saying I wouldn't be shocked if they beat Ultra, and I said I'm not really shocked when they beat any team. I had Dallas as the favorites, but I didn't look at the series after Florida won, and I wasn't like, holy fuck. I was like, oh, okay, they're hitting form. Right, it wasn't like a shock. So I think they have a top 4 potential team when they're all firing like they were in this series. But I mean, we've seen this version of Florida before, and then we've seen the shittier version. So it's what form will they hold for the rest of the season?
What I will say, and I know some put the betting lines out there. That's one metric that I don't always necessarily agree with because it's done for Vegas odds. But I thought both hard points came down to misplays from Dallas. That Florida was able to take advantage from mixy situations. And as Tom pointed out, we'll see it in map 4. Krim got in a situation where he put his team in a 3v4 in a rotation of a P3 that they should have held for the W. So, Florida's becoming one of those teams that they're taking advantage of the situations when mistakes present themselves and capitalize and steal maps that maybe they shouldn't necessarily win if it was straight up.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, right? Is the best teams always capitalize on the mistakes, right? But the problem is some of these mistakes just shouldn't be happening from Dallas's end. You want to give credit to Florida because they capitalize on mistakes and, they have that talent to do that. But there's just little things that I think Dallas really fucked up on both hard points. I think at the end there when Krim pushed out was a bad play. And then again on the 4th match, which we'll get to, the S&D, again, it's just the long routes. Havoc's going on flanks. They're waiting for each other. They're hitting crossfires. I don't like how Dallas was doing hard chows on defense sometimes. Sometimes I felt like they were just squaring up when they didn't need to. So it's just a lot of nonsense chows, a lot of stupid shit coming out from the Dallas side. Some players struggled a little bit. Definitely individually. I'm a really big fan of Vivid. I think Vivid's really been pulling weight for these guys.
He's been frying,
man. He's been frying.
But Tom, what I will say for Dallas is they still have to solve the same win condition problem they had at the beginning of the season.
Listen, man, they're animals, dude. Don't worry about it. We're online right now.
Well, that aside, they're a 500 search team. They need to improve a little bit in the game mode, get a little bit of a run here, start to get into the upper echelon of search teams. They're going to open up more ways for them to win some of these series instead of taking 3 respawns.
Listen, real quick, this is my public ask towards C6, aka Ian Porter, to unblock me on Twitter. Obviously, having me blocked does not correlate to your team's success.
Shit.
So I would like you to unblock me. He blocked me as a joke, and then he played well at the event, and he's under the impression that having me blocked is optimal for his team's success, and obviously that is no longer the case. I'm requesting an unblock.
Does it bother you that much?
It's just tough, I got people coming in here saying Crim tweet, and there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied. I'm texting friends. I'm like, yo, can you send me Ian's tweet? I'm texting him, yo, send me a screenshot. Fuck me, man.
You got a burner? You should make a burner account.
Oh, I have a few.
Oh, you got a few burners?
Nah, I got no burners.
I don't know.
I may start.
I have a burner account. It's called The Flank. At The Flank. That's the one I've been using. If I
Actually, no, I do have one. Yeah, it's called Better Days Ahead. Make sure to follow it on Twitter, guys.
Yeah, make
Solid
sure
clothing brand right
hey,
there.
go
Forgot to
follow.
tell
Yeah,
him.
go follow Better Days Ahead. And he's doing a good thing over there. Good quality shit. But back into the match, Florida, they were able to find a lead again right here. Rewind it, Ben. I mean, Dallas right here. Like they have all the time in the world. Does Ender end up clutching this? Ender clutches this, right? But this got mixy here. You have Shotzi pushed up. I don't even know how he got pushed up here. So a good play out of him to somehow finesse his way there. Vivid's able to pick up a kill. Havoc pushes up, but the trades work down. I mean, I don't even know what happened here. Like, I feel like Dallas is challenging things. They just don't need the challenge. Like, they're just over peaking. They have the bomb planting.
They weren't sure. They seemed to think that someone was on the full flank.
Think about it.
Like coming from PT
Yeah, they do.
side.
They do, but it shouldn't have been this close. Like, if Illy loses that gunfight right there, they potentially might lose this round. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got a little bit mixy. But they were able to clutch up this round. And a good plays out of Florida. I like the way Florida retakes some of these sites. Like, I think they've been playing really well together. So, good plays out of Shotzi to get pushed up there, but it definitely was a lot closer. But go back, Ben. This is the round I'm talking about. The 5-3, the 5-3 round right here. What the fuck is Dallas doing challenging this shit? They don't need to challenge this. Like Porter right here. What is he doing jumping on a can like that?
Oh, don't start with this fucking can again, man. Who did it last time? Major Maniac?
Shawnee. Remember Shawnee was on the fucking can?
Get the fuck off that barrel, dude.
Get off the can.
Get the fuck off the barrel.
That's what I'm saying. It's such a common spot, and it's like you're on defense. You know, they got to push you, and you're just giving them bloods. You're giving them free bloods. At this point, you know, Ender's on the site by himself. People are dying mid-map. He's even standing on shit. Look, he's standing on shit.
I like the way London play this map. London's actually probably one of the better standout teams in the game. And you know why? Is because on defense, they play for info. They hold their crosses. They get a pick, and they play the 4v3 retakes really well. They force the teams to plan A, and they set up a really good retake where they can get numbers.
But
it's
think
like,
about it.
I agree with you. The overchalls on defense, you're just giving people free bomb plants.
Ben, it should be tied at 4 right now. They go onto a defense side. They should secure the defense and tie it up at 4. Instead, they do some stupid shit after clutching up a big offense, and they throw it away. They clutch up the offense, they do the hard part, and they overchallenge the defense. And now they find themselves down 5-3. Granted, they still can bring this one back. But it's just these little rounds. Every round counts. You know what I'm saying, Ben? Like,
was this a streak defuse round? Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
But this wasn't that crazy. Honestly, it was just
a good play.
It was just a really good defuse. Like he timed it well. If you're Dallas, like I think someone is weak and brown, so he can't do anything, and that's got to be the person to come court and check bomb. Ian can't do anything from that tank over there. He can't see the bomb.
It's just a well played from Florida.
That was a heads up defuse.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of. But you also got to know that he could potentially hop the bomb after.
I mean,
the
I'm sure they know, but so go back. Let's watch it again. I'm sure they know. There's just nothing they can do. The guy Brown is so weak where he really can't peek, unless I'm mistaken, right? Isn't the guy Brown weak? And then obviously Ian is trying to get an angle from the tank, and then it's just not planned for him.
I mean, no.
They were set. So I didn't even notice
they gotta
the first
check.
time.
They gotta check there.
The person that dies in this situation is like they actually would have gotten away with this if Illy didn't die.
Hold on. There's an asshole in the chat. Give Florida props. We were gassing the fuck out of Florida. We said these guys are so individually talented. These guys, you know, it's impressive how good these guys have gone. We were just gassing Neptune. We were saying individual, how I was saying how these guys can always make a bunch of plays. They have so much talent on their team. Guys, we're very impressed by Florida. We're very impressed. We are always giving people props. Always. Stop hearing what you want to hear. And I'm going to talk about that at the end of the show. Because I see some posts on Reddit and shit. We got to talk about it. Because I swear to God, you guys don't fucking listen when we talk.
You fucking pricks.
You fucking pricks.
Okay, listen. So
not everybody. A select few.
So here's the thing, right? Even if they came and checked the bomb, they had a perfect setup. Like, the way that bomb's planted, Crim can't do anything. They have to come mid-court. One's defusing, one's watching the mid-court push. Like, even if Dallas came to check, which, I mean, I guess they should have tried, they were beat. Just an overall good setup.
I agree, Zen, but the streak in square, like, kind of ends up winning this round because Illy's on the pinch. Like he was in a gunfight with Awakening before this, and then Awakening calls in the streak. Like, Illy dies, looking number 7 dead. Like, if he's alive there, he's shooting Awakening in the back.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and they're winning this round.
I didn't even realize that.
It was a really good heads-up play from Neptune, too. I like how Awakening's just kind of being that decoy, right? Sliding around the bomb, just like trying to be that guy to make noise and be the guy who gets shot first. So, just a good play by Awakening.
I think Reese regen for a second because his teammate was back gas. He had his pinch, and Reese sort of played it like he was going to pick up the pinch for a second. And by the time he hits court, it's too late. So, I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's just the fact of the matter that Neptune did it so fast, like he did it instantly, that they just caught him off guard. It caught Dallas off guard. I mean, that's just the power of streaks. You're able to back them off the site and get onto the bomb site or whatever. They use the streak to their advantage, right? So just good plays out of them.
So I want to talk about this play in the control because this ended up being a swing. I was chatting with guys about this on Twitter. Florida got like really unlucky in this situation. If they win this round, they would have been up 2-0 back on defense. They probably close this out 3-0. Instead, what happens is I'll play this out. They get all the kills, but they end up not being able to kill Illy and Tiki, and he ends up getting a piece. If you look at the lives, it's pretty close time, pretty close. Like if they had gotten in a position here to get all the kills, they would have won this offense. But I'll play it out.
Play it out. Crim stuck basketball here. He gets some eyes. Illy finds a big kill onto Neptune and Money. That was a big one.
But watch, the guys in bedroom are going to get gunned. Crim just gets kind of sussed out.
Yeah.
Number 8's dead.
What happens here? They don't clear out Tiki right here. They didn't clear him out?
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Illy's gonna get a kill, and look at the time. It's 6 seconds left. Like, he's just finessing. They get bedroom control again, and then it's just tough from here.
They gotta clear out. Didn't Illy got a kill? Illy killed a guy Money.
Illy killed a guy Money and shot his gun in Tiki.
So what the fuck are they doing? They didn't know he was there. Like did they lose track of numbers?
I think Skies just got jumped around the corner here and just got weird timing. I think he just assumed it was cleared. There. Yeah. I mean, if Illy wasn't hiding behind the bar in this situation, he would see his feet. Like he can kind of see his elbow, but your eyes are scanning. You're jumping. Yeah, like you're not sure. Skies in the chat said he checked the water, so he's just not really sure. I think it's a little unlucky if they kill him. They've got 3 on the hill and one guy basically pushed out bed.
It's definitely a little unlucky.
Yeah,
for sure. Definitely a little unlucky.
But instead, Dallas take this round, and Dallas actually win this offensive round. They close out this map. The next defense. It's just little plays, and it made this series a little bit interesting going into a 4th map. And I want to talk a little bit more about the 4th map because I think that was the craziest ending to Garrison Hardpoint I think I've seen all year.
We can talk about it. I mean, I definitely want to. I think again, it was overcharged from Dallas on that 4th map. I mean, we could talk about it. It was very back and forth. Dallas find themselves with a little bit of a lead, and then Florida is able to chain a couple of hills at the end.
Yes, I get the P4.
And then these P3 hills too. Like I think it was Dallas who broke into the front of the P3 hills. They just waltz to the front, they break, and then Dallas does the same thing back. It's like some of these setups like that these teams have, they just keep falling apart. But at the same time, I think teams are also learning how to break a lot more. I feel like people are starting to really get it.
And you're just went rogue.
Hold on. I thought Crim went rogue in the P3 rotation. And
Crim went super fucking rogue. He went,
and I think that's he was challenging wide there, where we're you better win that gunfight, or you are not spawning with your team, and you were putting them in a really
emergency on High Street, Ben.
What's up?
Yeah, emergency on High Street.
I mean the usual bullshit, Zen driving by.
But yeah, Inter just went rogue. He just flew off the cat like he was Danny Phantom. Anybody else see that?
Yeah, but the P1, they kept doing that. Why did they keep jumping off the catwalk on the P1 hill? They need to just stay down.
Oh, it's fun, man. I like doing it too. I don't blame them. Oh, you slide off that thing, get a kill. It's real satisfying.
Why not push out green and just try and get bricks control?
You gotta know.
It's a fair. It's just not as fun.
You think it's a fun thing? What the fuck?
Just fucking around.
But let's set up the situation
right here.
So,
this was the problem right here.
Florida gets the break.
He's having a good map for one. He's having a good map. He's doing his thing, but he fucked up right here. But go ahead, Ben.
234, 218. Dallas in the lead. There's 25 seconds left in P2. So if you're Dallas, it's like, okay, we don't got to push this. We've got the P3 spawns. We get all the kills. They're going to spawn in Narnia, and we win this map. And what we've seen a lot where teams throw this P3 is they set up for this rotation early. The other team's giving up the back spawns on old. And if you die, depending on how much time is left, you're not going to be able to hold your cam and spawn your team. Mm-hmm. And Crim is going to go ahead and hold this alley in garage.
He gets one. And right here, I was doing the watch party, and I said, Porter, you did your job. You got one with 19 seconds left. Up. Stay alive.
He's got to at least crouch behind that thing, man.
He needs to do something, but look, he wide chows. He completely wide chows the guy top green, and then he ends up spawning out. And that's all Florida needs. It's one. They need one guy to spawn out, and then at this point, they have numbers. They hit some go buttons. And they just storm through. Illy starts getting shot at. He gets back down. This is great plays from Skies. I mean, Skies, you got to give him credit. He had great shots onto Porter. He was able to take him down from range. Backs off Illy. He ends up backing up one shot. Havoc's able to pick up a couple kills in the back. Havoc ends up going big here at the end too. So Florida breaks on in. I think this is all over. I think Dallas is chalk. But Dallas finds a way to get in here. They start working through the back. They start pushing this shit out. They work some kills. But Havoc's able to stay alive. Havoc's hiding in the back. He's staying alive. I don't know if they spot him. They don't know where he went. He ends up picking up a kill.
What you hate to see.
And he ends up picking up 2 kills. He gets 1 in the back. He ends up putting some shots down to Vivid, I think, here. They take him out, and they win the game. And one thing I like about Havoc, man, is the energy that he brings to his Florida roster as well. I mean, this guy is fucking... I don't know, it's so weird to me that in the beginning of the year, he took a step back. I heard that he wasn't really into it, didn't really want to do it. And now, it's just like, it's a whole new fucking cult. You know what I'm saying, Ben?
Yeah, I agree. And Sky's in the chat, and he's pointing this out. He had the front push out here. If he gets like any one of these kills, this is probably over. Instead, he gets kind of bad timing. They double team him. Gets a little mixy. But mad props to his team, especially Havoc, man. 31 and 28. 1 minute in hill time. You know, this is the Havoc we like to see, man. When he can be impactful and make those routes and soak up the hill time, like that's how they're going to stick around and play against the best teams in the game.
Yeah.
And you saw here, he's able to close out this series 3-1.
There's a great play out of them. Great plays out of Florida. Could have been a 3-0 maybe if they were able to close out that control offense. You know, when Illy was in the HUD.
Tiki. Yeah.
But Dallas was able to clutch up. I think Dallas, they looked a little shaky today, but I think that's also just because, you know, you have a strong Florida team that's just hitting form. Maybe just caught them off guard or just outplayed them on the day. You know, they got
I think
outplayed.
it's good, man. Like, I think it's good for Dallas. They're riding that high from the major. Like, you'd much rather throw away some more points.
Hold on. What is Colt doing here? We got to back up.
He's
that
the
fucking...
ice in the veins.
It's the sheesh.
No, I think he's doing the ice in the veins. No?
Yeah, I mean, I think he needs to sit the fuck down. That's number one.
Why?
Number
I like
two,
it. I like that shit.
Sit your corny ass down. And now,
the fuck is your problem?
So listen, I think for fucking hell.
Hey, go ahead, Zen.
It's a
go
joke.
ahead, Zen.
I don't want I don't want him coming at me like Mox did.
Man, fuck you, Zen. He called you a moron on the timeline.
He called me a fucking moron.
He called you a moron.
What was I gonna say? If I'm Dallas, I'd rather that happen like here in group stage online rather than at the event, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think Ian will make that mistake again. And honestly, he probably knows that he can't make that mistake. He was probably just feeling himself.
You see him right there? You see him get up and storm away? He said, I gotta go smoke a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
Fucking got the fuck up and ran away. You know, poor Porter, man. He played good, though. He just, you know, made a couple mistakes. You know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes it happens to the best of the best.
I also want to point out one thing, Tom. Look at the name on Shotzi's hoodie.
No way, dude.
No.
That's not right.
I don't know. There must have been a grabbed the wrong hoodie. I'm not sure, but you hate to see it.
That's a good catch, Ben. How'd you catch that?
Reddit. I'm not taking any credit for that one. I saw it.
Reddit?
I saw
it's on Reddit? Oh, shit. Yeah. I didn't even see that. That's
But,
crazy.
you know, I saw it on Reddit. I noted it down so we could talk about it on the show. You know, make sure I do my homework.
It's good notes out of you, Ben. I was in the fucking emergency room for this series.
Yeah.
So,
you tweeted me to take notes for serious. I got you, brother.
I mean, I was trying to watch on the bed when I was over there. You know, I was trying to pay attention, but, you know, I also had the doctors and the nurses fucking doing shit, so it was hard to watch. So,
it's all good.
Yeah, you kind of skimmed through it a little bit. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about it, but I don't know what to talk about because I wasn't there, Ben.
One other thing coming out of the series with that win by Florida. Unfortunately for the boys on London Royal Ravens and the Seattle Surge, that will eliminate them from being able to make champs. So, for all intents and purposes, after Major 5, the season's over.
So their season's done. It's finished. Finito.
Finito.
Forget about it.
Let's pour one out for the boys.
Let's pour one out. Hey, London, Seattle.
I don't want to pour this beer.
It was a good run, guys. It was a good fucking run.
It's on cam.
London, maybe you should have put Trey 0 in a game and things would have been different, huh, Trey? Let's cheers to that. Ben, let's play the Neptune interview. I want to see what the kid had to say.
The Neptune interview?
I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't seen it yet. So people are saying to watch it. Let's go on board. I like this kid, man. I like Neptune a lot. He's a good kid. I want to see what he had to say.
Okay, it's ready.
Game Fuel. Pre-order the new Courageous Sherbet flavor now on GameFuel.com while supplies last.
Hey, shout out to Courage, too. Shout out to Courage for his game.
I have the young gun, Neptune from Florida Mutineers. First of all, man, congratulations on that massive win against Dallas Empire. That was just outstanding. I mean, the end of that game, that hard point, was just ridiculous. The comebacks of all comebacks. I got to know how you guys managed to pull that off. What were the comms like? What was going through your heads as you won those individual battles to really seal the deal and take the dub?
Well, our comms were like really like crazy. Like everyone was going super hard in the comms. Like Skies, he was just screaming. Like it was really hectic, but at the same time, we really like slowed things down and made sure we had a good break to break the last hill that we it was P3, and we just took our time and we just looked for kills. We got the kills we needed, and then we just got hill control, and that's just how we ended up winning.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, the teamwork was really there in this series. It was super evident. I think it has to be there to take Dallas down. I mean, even in the search, yourself and Havoc hitting those flanks despite the lack of first bloods. Awakening was going off. You know, you really guys had really opened the field up for each other there. What was the game plan heading into Dallas Empire? You know, how did you try and tackle this one?
Well, going into this series, because we know it was going to be a harder match for us, especially with how Dallas plays against us. So we really took our time before playing. We went over a lot of S&D strats and just little things that we knew we needed to improve on, and it actually really helped us in this match. We actually felt really confident, and we just played our game.
It was definitely coming across on our screens, that is for sure, Neptune. Now, yourself personally, you have really solidified yourself as one of the main slayers that we have in the league. You are unbelievable right now and honestly a game changer for your team. Do you believe that you should be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year?
I mean, I honestly don't know. I'm just gonna keep playing my game, and just whatever happens, happens. It's not like I'm just here to. I just want to win with the team. That's what we focus on every day. I'm just trying to get better as a team, and that's all I really care about.
Great answer.
It's a good answer.
I love the humble attitude from you, Neptune.
Listen, very well spoken.
Well
I think
spoken.
he's.
That was a good interview.
I think he's. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's at least one of the most well-spoken rookies, because I haven't talked to the kid in about 5 fucking months, so I forgot what his voice sounded like. But that was a pretty good interview, man.
He's a good kid. I was talking
And
to
I
him
think
at
I
the
did
last
well
major.
as well.
He's good job in the interview there, Zin. I mean,
Thank
Lottie.
you. Thank you.
Great job, and I you know, Florida, they did their homework. You know, he said a little bit about how you know, they were watching film and it helped them a little bit with their confidence, and you know, that's what you want to see, the extra push from these guys. So shout out to everybody at Sky's Awakening, Neptune, all those Havoc, and everybody at the Florida Mutineers for putting in the extra work, putting in the time. And I see you in the chat, Caesar. You guys look good, man. So keep it up.
Definitely investing in your gameplay.
Definitely investing in your gameplay. I like that.
That commercial needs to be nuked off the face of planet Earth, dude.
Why, you don't like it? Zin, you're a fucking hater, Zin.
Yes, I am.
You're
Alright.
a
I am.
fucking hater,
All right,
bro.
let's talk about this series. This actually.
Now
ended up being
this
an
one I got to
interesting
watch.
series.
This one I got to watch from start to finish. Oh, look,
Hey,
it's
Soap.
Soap. What's going on, Soap?
Sorry, Tom, when you poked me before I was laying in bed, you know, completely naked watching TV.
It's okay. Well,
But,
you're.
Jeez,
I had to
Thanks
put
for letting us
clothes
know,
on.
Soap.
Send pic.
I can send you a pics in if you really want. I promise I'll send it.
No, I think we're okay.
Don't send it.
You're late, but it's okay.
Alright,
Let's
alright.
get into the
Let's get
series,
back on
man. We got
topic,
the
man.
LA Thieves going up against Atlanta Faze. Obviously, Faze, probably the best team in the league right now. Definitely one of the hardest teams to take down. Not definitely. They are the hardest team to take down. For me, I think LA Thieves really needed to close out this map 1. Probably a little bit just for their confidence. I think taking a respawn off Faze would have been huge. But this one went all the way down to the wire. It was back and forth the whole game, Ben.
Yeah, this is a weird series, Tom, and my voice cracked there for a second. I'm sorry. I think
okay.
Thieves could have won map 1. Faze should have won map 2. Map 2 was a fucking blowout, let's be honest. And then map 4 was pretty close, and Faze was able to close out in the end. I think if you're Thieves, I think you only take away positives from this series. If I were Thieves, you feel really good about the map 2 comeback when they were, like 2-5 down. They ended up winning the map.
Let's go on board with the listening, Ben.
Yep.
Let's go on board with the listening from LA Thieves and see how these guys are common.
One up street. Hey,
Some tweak in the hell.
He's there. He's top left. I'm telling him. Let me get him. He's one shot. Might be crate on you. Might be crate on you. I'm backing up. I'm playing. You need to tell somebody.
I'm going you.
Here's my blocking. Yep. I can help you.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay up
To the
here.
left. Could be hit to the left. Into Alex.
Deep touch.
Absolutely.
One side of the play. On me, close.
That's
Easy
absolutely
close
true. I
on
haven't
me.
missed that point.
Hey,
I got crate. I got full streaks. Another guy stairs. Upstairs. Now we.
Lower weak and exit. All right, Sam.
Help left.
Exit.
I got an exit.
Tim's exit somewhere.
I didn't hit him. He might hit you left also.
He's full left.
Exit. I
Deep
challenge
left
me.
and exit.
I challenge me. And what's he going
Nice.
I real from the second.
Yeah, he's one shot. He's weak on half one.
One shot.
Absolute.
Just one back.
Alright, one guy's
Top exit weak.
Finna easy.
Top exit.
Okay, I've heard enough. I hate the delayed comms. But listen, it sounded a little hectic at times, but I think it's the energy that these guys are bringing that's good, man. This is what you want to see from a team like this. Obviously, they had some ups and downs throughout the year. A lot of roster changes and shit like that. So definitely like to see these guys comment. The key to me here today was John. I mean, Draza was absolutely frying today. He had the map of a lifetime.
Draza, a real start, man.
I love the way that kid plays. And, you know, I had my doubts with him running a sub just because I haven't really seen him run a sub much. Like a couple weeks ago, I remember I was saying it. But this guy's really impressing me, and he could definitely be that guy to really turn up and be that aggression for the team. And he's been really playing his game. I think he had like 40 kills at the end of this one. So big map one for Draza, but it wasn't enough. And John worried me a little bit going into this because I don't know if John's been tested like this yet. Going up against people like Simp and AbeZy, like some of the top subs in the league. I'm not saying that John's not capable to compete with them because I think John is an amazing player.
He needs some more time, man.
But I think he needs some more time. And I think during the watch party, that's what I said. I said, listen, I personally think John's going to get smoked today. But I don't think that's because he's a bad player. I think with a little bit more time and a little bit more reps, just to get used to the pace of some of these top teams, he might be able to turn things around, maybe. But today, he really struggled, Ben. He ended with a 0.6 on the series, on the day.
The one thing I'll say, Tom, and I love John as a player, is a champion, has won quite a bit in his career. I think the last couple of years, saw his inconsistency, and it's really tough to play a team like Faze where AbeZy and Simp just don't normally have those off series.
Yeah, I mean,
I think for Thieves, it's, you know, they had a day where I think their AR play was definitely better than Faze's across the board. Alec and Cell versus Kenny and Slasher. I think Kenny and Slasher won that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. I think in future matchups, Thieves are going to need a little bit more out of John. But I will say that aside, I really liked just the overall team play from Thieves. I think they just kind of like look lifeless the last couple of weeks, last like 5 or 10 matches we've watched. But outside of just sort of the small clutch ups that Faze had in these hard points, I think if you're Thieves, you don't feel too bad about this L.
I think you feel good.
They played well today.
I think you have John, who's coming from challengers, and when you're coming from challengers to playing the two best SMGs in the league, like it's obviously going to be a little bit of an adjustment. So I think John got some good reps here. I mean, they literally barely lost maps. They're able to take a search, bar the control. Obviously, the control got a little out of control. I do think, I mean, I don't think you'll see Cell start off 5 and 15 very often, right? So I think that's why a map like this is close, and I think teams need to take advantage of when a player on Faze has a poor map, because not very often do they have them. So
yeah,
I'm not worried. Too, I want to, of course, I want to guess Draza as well, because he truly has been really good, right? Coming from challengers, he ran AR, he ran sub, I think he's proved himself as one of the top players in the league, and the kid's like what, 19, 18? I don't know how old he is, but he's been doing his thing.
Yeah, I mean, somebody in the chat said Kenny never gets enough credit. That's fucking fugazi.
That is fucking
because Kenny is literally the most gassed on LA Thieves. I mean, I think we have gassed that kid numerous times on the show.
Quite a bit this year.
Thanos played good today. Slasher was doing his thing.
Slasher played a real in the second half,
especially in the S&D, had some great clutches. I mean, I love to see Austin doing well. You know, he's a good dude, and he's been doing his fucking thing ever since he's came back. So it's good to see him back into the game. Again, I think Draza really showing out here, and I think John's a good player as well. I think these guys are really starting to hit form, and to play a team like Faze that's close is really good. I've seen some people saying, you know, nobody can keep up with Faze. I mean, that's not true. I mean, Faze have been going head-to-head with a lot of teams. You know, New York has kept them close. Dallas kept them close at the last major. They brought them all the way to a best-of-9. These guys are not unbeatable. You know, they're the best team in the game for sure. Definitely got the best subs in the game, but that doesn't mean that people can't compete with them. They're definitely beatable. Nobody's unbeatable in this league.
They're beatable, sure. But there's a reason why they've only lost 4 series this year, because when it comes to those sticky situations,
they're the best.
They just outfox the other teams. And I think for Thieves, you can watch the tape and go back and outfox other teams.
What the fuck does that mean?
What the fuck does outfox mean, dude?
You guys have never heard that expression before?
No. Do I live under a rock, or are you insane? Someone tell me right now.
Chat, are we done? What have you guys heard of that? Put 1 in the chat if you have, 2 if you haven't. Because I'm going to be honest, I've never heard that.
No, I love it, Ben. Keep teaching me, man. I like that.
But
Outfox, that's my new thing.
Yeah, I like that too. Ben's always teaching us new terms. You
All
know,
right.
it's a little half and half. You know, the connective tissue's out today. You know what I'm saying?
You think Ben just makes shit up?
No,
that's
I think
definitely an expression, man.
Look, a lot of people in the chat heard it as well. You know, all those ones, people know what it was.
I'm gonna start making phrases up.
Yeah, me too.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we that's the next big thing. But you know, looking at the scoreboard, definitely a rough map for Sally and rough map for John. I mean, both teams had somebody who was struggling a little bit, but you know, definitely gonna see those guys bounce back a little bit. Then we get into the S&D to Moscow. This is where things get interesting. You have AbeZy shooting bodies. He's popping a 3-piece, lighting it up. But they end up falling apart. Faze find themselves up 5-2 in this map. And they end up throwing it away. LA Thieves bring it all the way back. They make the comeback. It was really nice to see the adjustments that LA Thieves was making, like the mid-round adjustments. I think they were just really adapting. Ben, you're fast-forwarding through everything.
Wait, was he shooting bodies? I thought he was shooting that slasher for a second. He really didn't give a fuck. He said, fuck it, this guy's not clutching. I'm going to shoot bodies.
Yeah, he popped the 3-piece and said, fuck it, I'm going to shoot bodies and die and let my team do the rest.
You got to have some real confidence in your team, man. Imagine his team just gets 1v3 piece because you started shooting bodies.
Oh, Chris would have lost full. Can you imagine Crowder? He would have lost it. Nah, he's not shooting at slasher. He's shooting at the body.
Yeah, definitely shooting at the body.
He really is.
He's
wow.
shooting at the fucking body. Look, he's smiling. Look at the smirk on his face.
I thought on the Thieves side, I think they took advantage of some sloppy phase play in this map. I mean, I don't think teams should be blowing 5-2 leads all too often.
Especially not Faze.
I think watching Thieves play this map, they play it pretty textbook. I think Thieves just gave them Faze gave them a little bit too much respect. We've seen that Thieves has been very good at their post-point situations at B in this map. And on the flip side, they've been really good at their defenses, rotating off of A to B. They normally play heavy on the A side, and they play the retake on B, and their retakes on B are phenomenal. And I felt like Faze kind of ran out of answers here, and then round 11, we'll watch it. Austin goes
They understand what they need to do in the retakes. They all wrap back, and they all play through the back of B, right? Through the back of green. And they realize that as long as they clear out the street and get into the site, they can hop the bomb and just look over them. You know, all they need to do is clear out that lane. So they do a good job using their numbers and grouping up and using their teamwork to just retake this site. But I was curious to see how they were going to break it after the bomb went down. I wasn't sure if they were going to push through A, work through mid, but they end up all turning around. And if you see all the red arrows, they all do it. They all instantly wait. Kenny's over here just kind of preeming, just kind of waiting for his teammates. They're patient. You know, they don't rush anything. They don't panic. They got 30 seconds left on the clock, and it was just good plays out of them. I think Faze, I think it was Simp. Who was the guy who jumped on the bus? I mean, RCD's get somebody back down here.
Here's my
Simp
thing.
went a little rogue right here.
Simp went a little rogue. But here's the thing is number 8, AbeZy's mid-map. That's why I just don't think it's really necessary for Celio number 6 to be watching the pinch. If they die for someone on the pinch, so be it. It'll get traded. But he's putting his teammates in a 3v4 on the other side. Against ARs, they're going to be posted up top. Cop, back cop, and on post play, you really shouldn't be slowing on challenging those guys.
Yeah,
but he's not providing support from his position on the map right now.
Here's the thing too, Ben, is number 8. He has the gold cross too, I think, from the spot that he's at.
Yeah, he's watching everything.
He's watching everything. I mean, there's no reason to watch the pinch. They end up getting pieced over here on the street, and that's when Draza hops on the bomb. And I don't even think MC, did he not see him? He laid down. I don't even know if he had enough time to even get the shots off and kill him. But I think
MC's getting shot at. I think he's getting shot at by number 1. Kenny shoots at him.
He was getting shot at. He was getting shot at. I was just wondering if he was able to shoot him off the bomb, but he ended up not spotting him. I think Draza would have had him anyway. I'm hearing an echo, so be careful with that. But then we go into the 4 or 5 round, and things get a little bit interesting. You know, LA Thieves, this is where they start going rogue a little bit. They keep double backing. So RCDs has the cross here on the street. They're holding some crossfires. LA Thieves says, fuck it. 55 seconds left on the clock. They're going to rotate all the way back towards A. They end up showing it worked, right? You got all of Faze rotating towards B except for Salium. Salium's going to stay here at A. He's going to get eyes. He sees the trophy come down. He starts putting shots at the Kenny. They rotate back. They hit him with the 2-step. They hit him with the 2-time. They end up doubling back once again. And then RCs is able to find a blood, but it wasn't enough. I think it was Kenny who was able to find a pick after the post plant. But they end up doubling back, so they definitely had Faze on skates. I mean, Faze didn't know where the hell they were going. I think after RCD's got that kill, I thought that they were going to instantly come back. But I think that was a good play out of LA Thieves just to keep Faze on their
even
toes.
Still, like, you know, from my POV, it's like, even if you let them get the bomb down B here.
Where did Kenny get that pick from?
From mid-map.
It's a good play. It's a good pick from him. It's a good play, and he plays his life well. He's able to find a blood and then get out, without getting traded out. Because it's huge, especially because they're down in numbers. It's big that he was able to find a kill and dip out with his life. So, good plays out of him. And then Slasher, this was the round where he went rogue, was it not?
I think it was 5-5.
Oh, no, that was 5-5. That was 5-5.
Yeah.
You're right. Dude, Slasher clutched up. Kenny finds a two-piece. Again, Kenny doing Kenny-like things. We're always gassing this guy. Not what that moron said in the chat. He ends up getting a two-piece. They end up clutching it and bringing it 5-5. And then 5-5 is all Slasher, man. You got to give Slasher his credit here.
Yeah, I think this got to give Slasher a lot of
He
props.
made
the
an
way he does
incredible
here in
play.
Statue.
He made an incredible play, and we're about to see it right now. LA Thieves find themselves back on the offensive side. And again, the offense is not where you want to be on deep. This is 2-5-5 round 11s that LA Thieves have been on offense. One against New York, now against Atlanta Faze, and they were able to clutch it up. You have Alec kind of playing deep, right? He doesn't want to, he wants to play his life, doesn't want to die. I thought AbeZy almost got the stick here. AbeZy's kind of shimmying. He gets eyes on Bomb, but then John, he gets right back on it. He lays down. AbeZy's able to take down John after the bomb goes down. Right here, I thought AbeZy got the timing of a lifetime. I thought
watch how close it gets.
He shoots the trophy. He throws the grenade. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
Oh, my God. If he sticks them there...
Oh, it's over. It's a 4v2.
4v2, they'll probably push out Slasher together instead of AbeZy pushing in by himself. But that was insane.
I want to watch that again. That should have stuck.
That should have stuck, I think.
Let me look at this guy.
Who's the fuck is this guy? He's dodging shit like that.
Keanu Reeves, man. What the fuck?
Right over his shoulder. It went right over his shoulder.
Yeah.
What the
Right
fuck?
over his left shoulder. He ends up tagging him up. I mean, because he got weak, AbeZy was able to take him out. Slasher turns and burns, hits a nice snap onto AbeZy, absolutely melts him with the Krig. Then he's able to take down another one and play his life. That's what is impressive.
Finesse.
He pops two, he finesses. Salium ends up giving up on him. He comes back, takes him out. He leaves Arcides and the man Kenny in a 1v1, and Kenny, he makes no mistake. He clutches up. Slasher's probably sitting there like, Jesus Christ, I just shit on these guys.
You see him get up right away. I think he was sort of in this situation, the one that needed to get that trade. I don't really think there's a lot that MC can do in that situation. I also have people on Twitter roasting MC for running away as if there isn't someone else on the map and a bomb on the other side. Like, well, I don't know what else
Well,
you
I
guys
think
wanted
he
to
was
do in that
scared.
situation.
He was scared of getting shot in the back.
If
MC gets out and
think when
finesses, they're actually in a good
honestly,
spot.
no, it was a good play from Austin because if I'm
Yeah.
Cell, I'm not assuming Austin's going to make that play. I don't assume he's about to
Yeah.
instant shell jump out. I assume I'm about to buddy up with Alec, 2v1 the guy near bomb site, and then we know exactly where Austin is.
Austin made a good play. He made a really good play. That's why I want to give all the credit in the world to Slasher, and then you got to give credit to Kenny because he did win the 1v1. It was a straight-up gunfight, 1v1. Kenny was able to win it up close with that AK-74 use, so you got to think here. LA Thieves played the first map so close. If they were able to take that first hard point, come out, win the S&D, they might have been able to make this a little bit more interesting. But, again, Faze, they make no mistake in control. These guys are untouchable in this game mode, man. I think
they're on, they've won, third, I want to say it's a double digit. It's 13 of the last 14 or 12 of the last 13,
they're
I don't know.
insane at control.
Something insane in control right now. They just speed around Thieves. They went two offenses and a defense. It's like...
and they always win
no big
offense
deal
on
for that,
Garrison
too.
Control. It's so easy for these guys. I mean, they make it look easy. They always work these pinches. They're always working spawn kills. You can't keep track of these guys. That's what makes them so hard to beat in this game mode. They're just all over the map. They're always hitting routes. They're always coming from every different lane. It's just hard to keep track of them. They end up getting some kills, and then they stay disciplined and back up onto the point. And I think Alec was the one getting spawn kills, and look at him now. He's stacking a point with his team. He dropped all the way back. They stack this point, it's all over. Faze, they make it look easy. They win the first offense. And, I think, Ben, we were talking about it a little bit. A lot of 3-0s are probably teams that's starting on defense because they can win the first defense, win the offense, and then come back and win another defense. These guys come out and win 2 offenses, Ben, which is very, very impressive.
I think what Faze do so well on this map, and I've seen a lot of it Toronto as well, they're really good to split pushes on offense. They're really good at just getting teams out of that green control and making it really mixy at A, finessing, staying alive, maybe 1v2ing, getting that time on B, and then when they get to support on A, they just don't make a mistake. It's you're just so far ahead with a lot of teams on how they play offense on this map, and it's a big momentum grabber to come out and win a 3-0 and control like that.
So just good plays for them. And again, I think control is just such a swing mode, man. If you're able to win the control, I mean, the series is tied up at 1. They end up 3-0 smoking them with ease. I mean, they use that momentum going into the next map. And granted, the map number 4 was also another hard point that was very close, which is why you got to give it to LA Thieves, because I think they definitely should walk out of this one feeling pretty good, going up against a team like Atlanta Faze and looking good. But listen, I was gonna go on board with the listening.
No, I don't. Listen is whatever. I actually kind of want to just watch. But at the end of this is actually a really close hard point. These got the good side. Went up on a big lead. It kind of evened out. And then I think this map kind of came down to some really good plays from Thieves, especially on these garage hills.
Oh, you're just skipping right through all this.
Yeah,
right.
But I want to watch the end. So,
it was very back and forth.
Yeah,
throughout
really
the map.
back and forth. It comes down to these next 2 hills. Earlier in this map, Thieves had done the same play where they get the end of garage control, and they were able to successfully break P4. But instead, what happens is Faze actually going to pull away here a little bit with the control, stopping this push around the back and holding kitchen. And then Thieves are going to do a good job middle and make it kind of mixy and sort of give a close and exciting end to this map.
I like these. I mean, I like how they buddy up here. They want to hit the back. They want to get those spawns. And they do everything together. They throw the grenades down. Jaws is able to open it up, but it was Simp who made the play through jungle. Nobody from LA Thieves was able to pick it up. And then I think right here, it puts them in a good spot. You have everybody spawning out front. LA Thieves do make it interesting a little bit, but I think it was Faze who held all this time for the most part. They held most of it. And then I think it was Simp who found himself pushing out that P5 area and just kind of making noise and opening things up. He got pushed up to Zig early on this rotation from basketball to P5, so it was a good play out of him. Big win out of Arcities here. I mean, 2 are dead for Faze. I mean, if Slasher's able to slide on out and gun Arcities right there.
I think it's like a pretty mixy where they can hold the lower side of the hill.
Right. I mean, with 30 seconds left on the hill, they might have been able to like grab some time there and maybe keep it a little bit closer going into this P5. But Arcities gets a really big win. And then right here, you see Simp over at Zig. He's able to find one onto Draza. He plays his life. It's just good plays out of him to open things up and flip those spawns out. They flip out LA Thieves. And then again, this P5 hill gets really, really mixy, man. I mean, there's just so many different lanes where people can come from. AbeZy's able to find a big one. I mean, it's the tiny terrorists, right, that are able to win those 1v1s, play their lives, and just kind of be a nuisance on the map. I think John, AbeZy's able to find another one and just collapse on this hill. And this is pretty much where it's all over. I mean, it's just the way they're able to finesse and move around the map. It's hard to keep track of. You see LA Thieves trying to do everything they can. They take some routes, right? John's going to take the long route. They're going to try and pinch from all angles. He wins a big one-on-one here, but his teammates are dying all over the map. There's not really much he can do. They end up falling, and Faze is able to take down LA Thieves, and they win 3-1 here. But definitely got to give credit to LA Thieves because I thought they came out and played great today. I didn't think they played
I mean, this could have been like we've seen a couple of these Faze Thieves series where it's just over in 30 minutes. Instead, I think these had a lot of life. You'll get a better series from John in the future. And if I'm Thieves, 2-1. I've already played Faze in New York.
Not bad.
I got an Optic left. If I win that match, I'm 3-1. And I just got to take care of the other game in the group. And theoretically, if you're Thieves, you can get second seed in this group. Like, that would be not a bad showing after 3 weeks of COD if you're the Thieves guys.
Yeah, definitely not bad. And, they're going to go back and fix a lot of the mistakes they were making or try and go back to the drawing board and see what they probably could have done better. There's always things to take from a loss, right? Losing is learning. So as long as you understand that process, they'll be back stronger than ever. So I think it's coming to that point of the year now where a lot of these teams are really trying to perfect their craft, man. I mean, this is where things get really interesting. Faze has been dominating throughout the whole year, but, at the end of the year when everybody's hitting their A game, anything could fucking happen on a weekend of
Damn
COD.
right.
Anything
Listen, all in all, Faze looked a little vulnerable, but I think that's just a testament to what you said, right? People getting better, especially the Thieves lineup. So Thieves looking good. More importantly, I've received it. So Soap just poked me and said, check your DMs.
Pause it, Ben.
I have a picture of Soap's bare ass in my DMs right now.
Dude, why are we hearing this?
I'm just letting you guys know that this guy, there's something wrong with him.
I know.
Listen,
he's fucked up.
I think it's important to note what's going on here and the dynamic.
No, it's definitely not important.
I think it's very important.
You rated 1 from 10?
I deleted it. That thing is gone, dude.
Let's move on to the interview. You guys are talking about Soap's ass. Nobody gives a fuck. We can't even show his ass on. Yes, I want to watch the interview. I want to see what the kid had to say, because I haven't seen it yet. So I want to watch the interview and see what AbeZy had to say, and then we'll go into some predictions. I'm sure we got some good matches tomorrow. What are we, back to 3 matches tomorrow? And then, we'll go into some of the questions. But Just a great day caught today. I thought the matches were very interesting. It was nice to see some good teams go at it. Because I think yesterday was just real fucking fugazi, right? It was just a fugazi day, kind of boring. But we did have Haggy in there yesterday, spitting some
Duarte.
spitting some intel. You know what I'm saying? But let's go into this interview with AbeZy and see what the kid has to say. Go ahead, Ben.
Victory Spotlight. Joining me this time, I have AbeZy from Atlanta Faze. First of all, congrats on the dub, man. A great win, actually, 3-1 against LA Thieves. And this one's a little bit different for you guys because not only did you take care of business, but you actually played them on their strongest maps, which was very interesting because I know you guys are trying to work things out and to see how you guys can improve overall. But what did you learn as a team from doing that today?
We took a lot away from it. We're trying to, expand our map pool for the big one, obviously. So we're working on all the maps that, we haven't been the best at. So that way we can, have them in our back pocket to use at any time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, your game seems to be reaching new levels every single time we see you. It's pretty crazy, to be honest. So bring us into what you guys are really seeing about yourselves every time you go into a map. What are you learning specifically?
That, we can still get better every single day. There's always going to be those little things that we can always be better at. And that's, like, the biggest thing is, I know that all 4 of our players on our team are 4 of the best players in the role, or 4 of the best players in their own role. So, we can get better at even just the small things. So that way we're perfect by the time Champs comes around.
Love to hear it, man. Now, okay, ignore the search, just in terms of the win and loss, just ignore it. But you, specifically, AbeZy, King of First Bloods, and I've got to say, your search game has come on so much. You are one of the strongest S&D players we have in the league right now. You're like a hound. I want to know personally from you, how do you think your search game has come along? What have you been doing to really start making moves in search for your team? And what do you do for your team when you get there?
My team really sets me up well on the maps, get those First Bloods, and, we have some obviously very good strategies when it comes to that as well. But that S&D was a little unfortunate. Sucks that we couldn't come out with a W. And on to the next one though. It's all good. It happens.
To be fair, it was their strongest map for SD, so you can let yourselves off a little bit. You got to round 11. It's pretty crazy. But AbeZy, you guys are absolutely amazing. We're expecting big things from you guys. No pressure heading into the rest of Stage 5 and into obviously the Major and then into Champs. No pressure whatsoever. Thank you so much for joining.
It's a good interview. AbeZy's always been good at stuff like that. What's wrong?
Your mic peaked. I almost shit my pants.
Oh, my bad. Did he
you got the mic ramp up, but it's all good.
It does
no
that
worries.
sometimes.
It's no
I don't know
problem.
why it fucking does that. I don't know what the hell's
It's
going
no
on.
problem, Tom. Don't worry about it, Tom. It's no problem.
But yeah, there's those Faze throwing money around. They gotta change that intro up. I don't like that. Do you like the intro, Ben?
I've gotten kind of over the money thing. it had its run, but
these guys are tossing around cash, bro.
Enough of seeing these guys in Magic City. We got to see something else.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
We got some matches coming up tomorrow, Ben, so you can pull those up.
I'm trying to find those. Give me a second.
But I'm excited to see who's playing tomorrow because I haven't taken a look at the schedule just yet. So I'm curious to see what kind of matches we got tomorrow. I'm hoping we have a good day.
Ultra vs Surge.
Is there Ultra vs Surge, man?
Yeah, quite the banger.
Oh, man. I hate when these fucking matches happen, dude. Nobody cares. It's going to be another day when there's 10K viewers in the fucking YouTube chat. You know what I'm saying? All right, pause it. Bang. All right, so we're kicking things off with New York. All right, so New York Subliners going up against London Royal Ravens. And, man, New York got to come out and win this.
New York really need this W.
They need this W more than anyone, because these guys have been going through it. And, listen, I heard the practices haven't even been going too well. These guys got to try and get back into rhythm and try and find their momentum again because they have the talent, but it just seems like they're falling apart over there, and I don't know what it is. I'm definitely going to talk to some of the players over there. I'll probably talk to Asum and get his thoughts.
Gotta get him some gas, Tom. I think they just need some confidence.
It's a confidence thing. It's like, I don't know what's wrong. Somebody needs to be over there pumping them up. You
well,
know?
I think they'll get it from this series. Obviously, London.
This is a snooze fest. What the fuck is this?
London now.
I'm not gonna be on the show tomorrow, Tom. I'll let you know in advance. I'm not coming on for these shit fucking matches.
Then
I'm
we'll
gonna get
have a
hammered.
good side conversation. Why are you ditching us, bro?
nope.
Usually, whenever there's matches like this we find other things to talk about.
Yeah, we have fun. We joke around.
Tomorrow,
I'll be hammered on a patio somewhere in Toronto. You guys can come find me.
All
Where's
right,
Waldo?
fair enough.
Listen, Zin, tomorrow we gotta get you on camera tomorrow. How about that? We'll get
Tomorrow,
you on
I just
cam.
told you, I'll be hammered on the pavement somewhere in Toronto.
Why
Where's
does that-
Waldo? Come find me.
What do you mean? You don't want to? Why are you gonna be hammered on a
Wait, hold
pavement?
on. I wanna. Can we sidebar? So I saw a threads in. That apparently you guys were on the news. Is this true?
Yeah, so listen up, dude. Earlier we had a nice little team brunch. Listen up. So we had a team brunch earlier. Today's the first day.
Where'd you go for the team brunch?
It's called Mildred's Temple Kitchen. It's like a cool brunch place. Small menu, really good pancakes.
Okay.
So we went there. It's Toronto just opened up, so it's the first day of indoor dining, and gyms are open. So I got a nice chest day in. Anyways, we're at brunch, and City News is there. City News, the
That's
big
nice.
news outlet, and they're recording tables. And I'm like, oh, they're gonna walk over here, and sure enough, they do. And I did a nice interview, and they didn't put my interview in, but they put like the B-roll of us sitting there. So there's a screenshot of us sitting there, but they didn't put my interview in, and it was good because I'm sitting there. Follow me, Methods, METHODZ. We're a pro Call of Duty team, Toronto.
You plug your social in the interview?
Absolutely.
Of course he did. It's fucking Zinny.
I'm doing a
Of
whole.
course they cut it.
I'm doing a whole shebang.
It's fucking
And,
Zin. Of course he fucking did.
They didn't put it in, man.
Ah, man.
Well, what are you gonna do, Zin? You know, you can't always get what you want. But do you guys even want to do predictions? I got New York, Florida,
right.
and Toronto. I got everybody on the right
New York,
side.
New York, Florida, Toronto, agreed. The right side's winning all these games.
I mean, the left side is just dirt shit. But
I'm about to shock the world right now. You guys ready for it?
hold on,
Yeah.
Zin, you're not shocking the world. You're gonna go against the grain. Think you're some fucking asshole.
Only for one match though.
Which
Yeah,
one?
which
London,
one?
New York.
Ravens 3-1 New York.
Yeah, I mean,
Florida
listen, bro.
3-0's LAG.
Listen,
Ultra 3-0 Surge.
I don't think out of all the teams on the left side, I think London's the best one. And I don't think this is going to be like a walk in the park for New York because I don't think New York's been playing good. I think they've been out of it. I don't think they've been playing like themselves. I feel like they have a confidence issue right now. I'm not really sure what's going on in that camp. I don't know.
I agree, Tom, but I do think they're going to show up and take care of this.
I
thing.
hope so.
No, they should. Listen,
It's a huge momentum builder for them. Like they're probably in a position now with this group where they're going to have to really clutch up here to try and make winners and not starting losers. And this is a must win for them. They're not going to come into this match and get smoked. Like they have to come out and get a dub, and it's got to be a decisive dub because they really need the CDL points if they want to have any chance to get top two at this point.
They need it more than anyone. These guys need to get a W under their belt and they need to get back into the swing of things. And I hope those guys over there on New York are supporting each other and bringing each other up. I hope they're not bickering and scrims. I hope the confidence isn't shot. You know, these guys really need to come together here. It's coming to the end of the year now. Like, these guys need to make sure that they're building each other up and not putting each other down. I hope that the camp's doing good.
Well, listen, if they lose that, there's a serious problem in the camp because they're all going to lose their fucking minds if they somehow lose this. If they win, I think they'll be happy. I still think they're going to go into the match. Like if they do win, I don't think they're going to be, like, too confident, right? Like, I don't think they're going to be like, oh, fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think they'll obviously be happy a win's a win, but I think a loss would be catastrophic, whereas a win is, like, obviously good, but it's not gonna change their mindset. I think it's like, you know, a full 180.
I agree.
But a loss would be
terrible.
I think a loss has the potential to fuck
ruin
them.
them. You think it'll ruin them?
I think it could.
All right, well, we'll see what happens tomorrow, man. We got some matches tomorrow. They all look pretty boring, except for maybe the first one. We'll see how it turns out. But listen, we got some questions that that came in on Reddit. If you guys haven't been seeing the posts, I've been posting every day with the dates and everything, so you guys should see all of them up there. But we appreciate you guys coming in and being very active on here to give us some questions to talk about. It's always good interacting with the competitive Reddit. So let's see what you guys came up with today. Would any teams in the top 8 lose to LAG if their subs and ARs had to switch roles? Sell RCs on a sub and sit with BZ on an AR.
Question.
But this is the top one, so what do you think? I think they can. I think
this is fucked up. We're talking about LAG like they can't fucking.
This is fucked.
This is fucked up, man. We're talking about LAG like it's completely incompetent, unable to shoot straight.
But yes, I do think teams could take them down.
But even then, I don't know. This is I don't even know how you'd approach this question, man.
Well, if you're looking at it from Faze's point of view, if the Faze switched roles, yes, I think they would beat LAG.
Yeah.
In terms of like some other teams, I really don't know, but I mean, it's an interesting question to say the
I don't
least.
think they're going to lose Sam if they switch roles.
Definitely.
Dallas would be odd.
I would love to see Clay run a sub. I'd love to see Clay run a sub against LAG. That might be entertaining.
Make a team for London Royal Ravens, Seattle, LAG, and Paris. You have to pick one player from each team, and how good do you think the team would be?
That's a brutal question.
All right, from London, I'm getting Afro.
Yeah.
From Seattle, I'm taking Octane.
Okay.
Yeah.
From LAG, I'm taking... What the fuck is that, Ben? Are you fucking
Sorry,
beating your shit?
keep going. I was doing the
Sounds like you're fucking beating your shit.
Sorry.
From... Who should I take from Paris?
I'm saying that's why you might need to I like
Matt,
Sam,
I'm
but
going
you might
Octane.
take Gunless to make it work.
Yeah, Gunless maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because otherwise then you could take an AR.
This is tough. This is a tough question. Maybe like Octane, Maddie, Afro, and then I need a sub from LAG. So one of the subs over there.
Listen. This is the easiest question I've ever seen in my entire life. Ready for mine?
Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm going Afro.
Yeah.
I'm going Octane.
Yeah.
I'm going Apathy.
Yeah.
And I'm going Scraps. The exact same team.
That's my fucking team. You fucking asshole.
I would do that team. Oh man, I really
People
want to
keep
take
saying
Paul.
no Paul, but
I
the
forgot about
shittiest things I
Donnie
want
too.
to
I
take
forgot
Paul,
about
but
Donnie
I
too.
don't.
But
What
the
are some players might take from their teams?
Yeah, here's the problem. You see, I was thinking the same thing, chat. We gotta grab Paul. But the problem is a good sub player is hard to come by, especially
you want to put Paul on the flex.
I'm taking Chino. He's signed to the team.
True,
I'm taking Chino.
Yeah. We gotta grab Chin, but if you grab Chin, then you gotta.
I got Chin and Pierce. I got Chin.
Yeah. Then I'm saying,
Afro, and I got Maddie on the sub, or I got Donnie.
I like that a lot, actually, Zin. I like that. Chin's still on the team over there.
Some interesting vibes on that team. I don't know if they'd be good, but
nah, you got money, Chin. It'll be fantastic vibes.
Motherfuckers.
Wait, with Chin and Maddie, the vibes would be immaculate. They would be fantastic, Ben.
Yeah.
But let's see what else we got. Has anyone really been far? Even has decided to use even go?
Yeah, ignore that.
What?
Okay. It's a copy pasta. Ignore it.
Okay. What do you think about Illy? He's gotten a lot of flack this year, but I personally think he's one of the smartest players in the league and almost always makes the correct play. Also, well, not today when he flew off the fucking catwalk like he was Superman. Also, an interesting fun fact. Illy and Shotzi played 2v2 S&D together for almost all of Black Ops 4. Eventually, they were so good that it was impossible for them to get chows, so they switched to Fortnite for a month. And one time, they won one big $10,000 Fortnite. Wow, is that true?
I don't know. Is that cap?
That were hosted every weekend. They then switched back to COD and won the next big 2v2. Guys are actually cross-game.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything, though?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Let me just say one thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Illy. I think Illy's a great player. I've always said that. I think throughout the year, people give him flack about, he was definitely underperforming for sure in the beginning of the year. But it's not surprising me to see him doing big things right now. He's making individual plays. He's always been a smart player. Pretty sure the guy's like a fucking chess champion or some shit. But shout out. Yeah, he's a chess champ. He played chess. He was really good.
Next? He's gonna be an F1 driver?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking chess. What's he fucking Lewis Hamilton? I'm a big fan of Illy, is what I'm trying to say. I like Illy a lot.
I'm a fan of Illy. The only thing I'll say is this, and this is no disrespect to him. It's just the reality of the situation. I love what Illy brings to the table. We hear in listens that his comms are fantastic. I like the plays he makes on the map. I think the one thing where I think his peers, right, like Dashy and Cell, have a little bit better gun skill than he does. And we've seen it with the slaying numbers that Illy has. Now, the only problem with that is that because he's of the team situation, if you put him in another scenario, is there going to be more kills out there for him? He's able to take advantage of it. I don't know. But the slaying is the one area for Illy that I would still like to see him improve a little bit.
Hold on one moment. 1 sec. Hold on. I got to do something.
Illy is not the Draymond Green of COD. That is actually a terrible name.
That is a very terrible take. Illy is, listen, I don't think, okay, why you gotta tell somebody to go fuck themselves in the chat?
I'm sorry. I didn't want you to see that.
It's okay, I saw
Who is the Draymond Green of COD, actually?
The Draymond Green of COD?
Yeah, actually, who actually is that?
Who is that? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm trying to think. Who's like
Someone said Gunless. I actually kind of like that.
No, he is not. Gunless is skillful as fuck. I'm thinking when I think of Draymond Green,
Draymond's not a burger either.
Okay, he's not a burger, but he's not like the flashiest. He's not like the superstar dropping points. So you got to think it's got to be somebody who's like the Draymond Green in the back of the day was Doug, bro. Doug was the Draymond Green of COD back in the day.
Nah, people were like
back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, next question.
What?
Yeah,
What do you
we're just
mean,
gonna
what?
ignore it. We're gonna ignore it and just move on.
Crim is way too. No, Crim is like a superstar player. I don't look at Draymond Green as like a big superstar. Do you guys?
Draymond was a big
Draymond,
superstar
yeah, he
for
was.
like 2 or 3 years.
I look
He's
at
the best defensive
Draymond
player in the
and
league.
he's got Steph Curry, he's got Klay Thompson, he had all
But
those guys around
he was
him.
literally the best dude. They had the best rim protection. It was him and who was their backup center, dude? They were like unreal at offensive field goal percentage at the rim.
Doug is so underappreciated for what he did. Yeah, I guess Asim would be a good one, but Asim's another one who's like flashy, you know, like Draymond's not really flashy, you know. Asim's a very flashy player. Klay, somebody said Klay. Klay's not a bad one. You think Klay's a good one?
Klay is a superstar, what? Or at least most of the years. I guess Draymond is too. I don't fucking listen. I don't know.
But you guys just told me he's a fuck. You guys just told me he's a superstar. I don't know. That's a fucking hard question.
Ben's
like that.
I kind of like that. Actually, that's a great take.
So, can we get a whoop in the chat?
Go.
Can we get a whoop in the chat? That's good work from you.
Wow, we say it for like 5 minutes and then Soap just dropped that.
You think that's a good one?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Cap's a solid one too. Yeah, Cap.
Listen, I don't watch basketball enough to even fucking put an input on this, but I do think Illy's a good player, and I think
Cap
we can all
and Ben
agree.
are also very passionate in terms of how they run their teams. Ben definitely makes it known his thoughts, and he kind of keeps the ship tight there. So I actually really like that.
What the fuck happened to your ribs? We explained that in the beginning of the show, but I can't fucking breathe. Now that map pool won't change, how do you feel about Cold War's overall maps? I think it's great. Maybe the only question marks would be Checkmate Control and Miami S&D.
Don't say Cold War's maps. You say Black Ops 2's maps. You understand?
I get it.
Fair
point. I definitely agree that these maps right here at the end are a little bit questionable. But I think the maps are pretty good. I mean, I like the map pool. I really don't have a problem. I don't watch this game and think, oh, these maps are super boring. Like I don't really mind the maps that much. How big is your dick? You want me to show you? I can show you right now. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding. But Zin, fucking maybe you want to fucking show Soap's ass?
That thing is no longer on my phone. I can't believe I received that.
Okay,
it's literally, it was him laying down on his stomach on bed, and it's like an over-the-shoulder selfie of his ass.
Soap, you are sick.
Dude,
what?
there's
I said
something
that to
wrong
my
with
boys.
All right, let's Team Caliber fucking handle. What the fuck?
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that in a minute.
Where the fuck have they been? What are you even doing now? Do they have a teams or anything? What are they doing?
As far as I'm concerned, Team Caliber is done for the time being.
Oh, they're done. They're finished.
Which is crazy
Yeah,
because
I think they're shocked.
they have like the third biggest fan base in CWL, right? It was like Optic, Faze, TK.
Listen,
TK had a
Tom
crazy
and I
Call of Duty fan
Tom and I
base.
are the wrong audience to talk to TK about, man. No, just move on.
All right. Do you think the recent mask mandate coming back in LA is going to be something of concern for fans attending for act? I saw this question actually. I bring this up because the Dallas Fuel Envy's Overwatch team had their most recent land.
Can I take this question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think this, guys, is the reality of the situation we're in. Local and state regulations are going to move as COVID hotspots pop up. Hopefully, it doesn't have an effect on the event. But it seems like California's being proactive.
It's a good
with
question, though.
The Delta variant now in 50 states, and they're trying to get people to social distance, see if they can get the waves to go down, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think are the best AM players called out next season? That's a good one because I don't know. There's nobody in the AM scene that really catches my eye. Vinny was talking about Dave Patty a little bit. My cousin talks about
Listen,
Dave
I'm going to toss out the name. I'm surprised.
Money Mohawk. People are saying
I'm
Mohawk.
surprised you said that, Tom, because the name we toss out on the show all the time. It's a position we don't see a lot of turnover. Would love to see Tom Gravity get a shot on one of these teams in the main AR position.
Tom Gravity. Well, there you go. Maybe Tom Gravity. Zinni, what are your thoughts on that one?
I'm not even gonna open my fucking mouth. Keep going. I'm not even gonna open my fucking mouth. You watch the stream. You let me know what you think.
I like Sib a lot too. I worry about the kid because I feel like everybody who plays with him loses their fucking mind.
People saying Nasty in the chat. I think he'll get a spin on one of the European teams. We'd love to see what he can offer.
He'd get it probably on a European team or something. I don't know. Nasty. There's a lot of people in challenges, but there's nobody in challenges who are like bro, in MW, I was looking at Mac and I was like, dude, that kid's fucking good.
But here's the thing, Tom, is hopefully with the next game, we get these events back. Maybe we can get some challengers lands and people will show up at those.
Yeah,
and we'll discover some new talent. Excited to see what happens when we kind of get back to the full swing of things.
Yep, you got Bearsight doing his thing, winning the last challenges elite. Who do you think retires first, Scump or Formal? I don't fucking know.
I have no fucking idea.
Maybe both at the same time. Who knows?
Yeah, I could see them both stepping back at the same time too and being like that dude.
And that'd be a crazy announcement.
That would be a crazy announcement. They both step back at the same time.
I don't see it happening though. I don't know. I think it'll be separate.
Why does Dallas tend to blow the most leads? As a Dallas fan, it feels like I have to stare at the screen until they've reached the final score. I figured this wouldn't be a problem with C6 being a veteran leader, but they tend to let individual games slip by. It's just stupid mistakes, man. I mean, you see it. You know, they make over chows. It seems like they panic a little bit. They just need to make sure they stay disciplined when it gets to those second halves of the game. Hopefully they can fix that going into it. But, you know, Dallas is a good team. They got top 2 at the last major. They brought Faze all the way down to a best of 9. You know, they definitely have the talent and the teamwork to compete with the top teams. It's just the little things, man, that's been costing them. This is a good one. What ex-pros would you like to see maybe as a GM or a coach? Looney,
I would
Parasite,
Pat, and then there are even guys in the league right now that I think would make good GMs and coaches.
I think Pat would be a great GM. I'd fucking hate him as a coach.
Who?
Pat.
Oh, he'd probably make you look full as a coach,
Yeah,
but you know,
he'd be a great GM.
What do you think about me as a GM?
I like you as a GM, Wheeler. And
you think so?
Yeah.
You just pick up all your friends. It'd be Tom Gravity. It'd be Asim. It'd be fucking Soap.
I wouldn't pick up Tom Gravity.
And it would be Neslo.
Neslo.
I don't know.
Whoa. Neslo, where the fuck did that come from?
Honestly, my chat's saying Neslo for some reason, so I had to throw Olsen in there.
Listen, maybe NYSL GM Zoomaa might be in the talks or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Such cap, dude.
Oh, you think it's cap?
I know. Yes, I think it's cap.
You think so?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
What are you gonna be? A jack of all trades, GM, content
creator? Yeah, bro. Hey, Zen, we don't even have a GM right now. We don't even have one.
Oh, really?
No, we don't. We don't have a GM.
Oh, yeah, there you are then. Let's go.
And the person helping the team behind the scenes half the time anyway is fucking me. You know? Listen, it's in the fucking talks. You talking cap. It's
the guy
no
behind
cap.
the curtain. Tom.
The guy
Listen,
behind the fucking curtain.
I just want to see Coach Salium. How about that?
That would be interesting.
Be a horny ass team, man.
That would be a horny ass team. Anything else that we could try and get? What kind of sauce?
Let's find one more question.
This one's for me. Do you think you would still be competing if you were able to use auto sprint over the last 2 years? Did you ever think about trying to remap? No, auto sprint would have had nothing to do with me. It was my right hand, man. It was my aiming hand.
You're a claws, so I don't even think attack would be kind of useless.
What do you think personally made you stand out compared to other subs when you were playing? I shot everybody's body and I told everybody to fuck off.
And you hit routes.
And I hit routes. I was just annoying to play against. The thing with me is my name got out there is because every time I played people, my name was always in their mouth. Oh, this Zoomaa kid, always doing this. He's always doing that. He's always doing this. And I would win. And then people start copying my routes or doing things that I was doing or just always talking shit. And that's how it goes. You know, when people are talking about you, that means that you're doing the right thing. If people are talking shit about you, then you're doing it. That's what Crowder always used to tell me, bro, they fucking hate you because you're hard to play against. I said, all right. I hit Zinni with a fucking flank yesterday.
I couldn't believe it. It was an awful play.
How was that an awful play?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I screened for my team the hard block. They said we're hard blocking. You're good to go rogue. And then I went rogue.
It's the thing I've ever seen.
Exactly.
It has never fucking happened to me. I couldn't believe it.
Exactly. I'm changing the fucking game, guys. Let's go. Let's tune into the clip. And look where Zinni spawns up.
I'm full flash. Yeah, this was good, man.
One time to side and then one's in you, I think.
Pitch flat. No way, he's Zoomaa flanking, dude.
Man, that's a real good spawn you just got there, Zin.
Dude, I was
That's
crying.
a real good spawn you just got, kid.
I couldn't believe it.
Yep, that's a good
play,
heads-up play out of me. I made sure the spawns were
Tom,
hard blocked and we were good to go.
Tom, what are your thoughts on that gameplay yesterday from Pro 8s? We're just curious.
That was good stuff. You fry every time you play pro. I give you guys every fucking day. What do you want from me?
I was just curious because I can't get a challengers team right now, so I was just curious.
But listen, man, we'll end it there, man. Tomorrow, I'm gonna need you guys to come and clutch tomorrow with the fucking clips or with the questions, man, because tomorrow we got some fucking fugazi matches. You know what I'm saying? The MC clip, guys. I don't want to play fucking MC, fucking pretending to fap into the mic, talking to fucking Shawnee. We'll save that for another time. You know what I'm saying? But as always, man, we appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, we had a good day of matches. Tomorrow, it's definitely a little interesting day of matches tomorrow, but hopefully you guys can come through with some good questions for us to talk about, and we can get a good show for you guys tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'm sure we'll have some good matches. I think Optic comes back into the play. I think some other teams are coming back. Hopefully we can get some better ones, but Guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to hit that sub button if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure to go to anchor.fm/theflank to check out all the audio sites we're on. Make sure to follow The Flank at Twitter. Gersh has been running socials, so shout out to him. Go follow Zinni at Methods. Go follow Ben at Ben Genesim. Go follow me at Zoomaa with 2 A's. And as always, man, it's always been a pleasure to do this show every single day. We're not going to
plug Soap on Twitter?
Soap, tell him your Twitter, bro.
No, he's showing his bare ass, dude. You don't follow
this guy.
Yeah,
SoapFPS.
Ben Genesim's going to hit a putt.
Twitter.
I gotta hit a putt.
Ben, it is that time.
Time
to
for
hit
a putt.
Yes, it
is
that time.
Actually make. Listen, I was close to making that putt yesterday. Kind of a little bit too hard.
Man, move the chair. And make sure the chair's not in the way.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, you got it all set up. Look, he's got the putt ready and everything. Oh, dude, what do you guys got? Who do you guys got here? You got a hit or a miss?
Yes, because he missed yesterday.
I gotta miss again. I gotta miss again.
No way. He better not miss.
I gotta miss again. Well, Ben Genesim, he's got the slippers on, no socks. He's got the shorts on, the Nike shorts on.
The Jordan shirt.
He's stepping up. He's lining up the ball. He's gonna line up this putt. He's gonna step up to the green. It's going from left to right. Let's see if he can sink the putt. And he misses the putt again! I called it! I fucking called it! I called it, bro!
All my points.
No fucking way!
Fuck,
Ben? This guy is a burger.
He almost missed it again! And Ben Genesim, yo, he's pissed. Ben, tell me, what happened there? Tell me a little bit about what happened, Ben. What happened?
Come on.
Ben, what fucking happened there, kid?
I don't want to hear it. Listen, Soap and I played PGA yesterday, and I hard carried this guy.
He plays every day.
In video game golf. We're talking about IRL golf. What happened?
Well, I don't use that putter anymore, man. I got the knowledge.
Ben, explain. I'm interviewing you right now. Explain to me what happened. What went wrong there today?
I hit it too fucking hard again. Is what I did.
Oh shit! Relax, Ben. Easy.
Too hard.
Take it easy, Ben.
I'm like Bryson on the fucking putting green.
Jesus
man.
Christ!
Too hard.
No,
you're
not. No, you're not. You're not Bryson. Whoever that is. What's that? A golfer?
Yeah, he's famous for being super jacked now and hitting it forever.
Well, you're definitely super jacked, but we're going to end it there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. That's a Len in the chat. Maybe tomorrow he'll fucking hit one. But, guys, as always, we love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys for another episode tomorrow, live on The Flank. Have a good day.
Peace.
Have a good day.